Okay, so the practice. I'm going to keep it very brief. I'm going to share just a piece of it. This is a much longer practice. But the idea is to bring enough stillness into the body that we can start working with opposites. So you can sit, stand, walk. You don't have to be seated or lying down with your eyes closed. The way that iRest is taught is that, first of all, it was developed with the help of veterans coming back from war climates, suffering from PTSD. And so the idea of being unguarded was not safe for a lot of people. So Dr. Miller and his team expanded the traditional meditation practice to include being able to keep like visual five senses awareness of our surroundings. So if you need to sit up and look around, if you need to lie down and keep your eyes open, absolutely perfectly acceptable. The other thing about that the value of being able to become centered and aware while paying attention, being aware of what's happening around us, is that is what allows us to be able to move around in the world. Like, it's a skill that, like, many of us meditate, especially when we're living in society. We meditate so that we're more functional in our day-to-day. So yes, keeping your eyes open, sitting upright, you can do that with this practice. The first thing that we want to do is we want to have an anchor of safety. So when we're going into scary spaces, which for so many of us, scary spaces are just new ideas. New ideas for so many people are terrifying. And please pause the video and just sit with that for a moment and see where that's true for you. So in order to be able to stay with something that feels threatening, and I'm not talking about life-threatening, I'm not talking about someone actually coming at us, I'm talking about ideas, philosophies, spiritual beliefs, religious beliefs, changing the way that you go to work. That can be a big deal for a lot of people. We need to have something that reminds us that we're safe. So this can be a lot of things. This can be different things for different people. But one of the ways to get to that safety is to think of a place that you feel at peace in. It can be a very specific place. It can be a home, a vacation location, a place in the woods, a place by the beach. You know, some people, it could be general, like a place in the woods, a place by the beach, or it could be your place in the woods or your place in the beach. Your place, I mean, if there's a store or a restaurant that you love to go to, or a coffee shop that's like your peaceful place, a room in the house, if it's a friend, a family member, if it's a pet, I think it would work even if it's an idea, but I'd rather you not get attached to an idea because that gets a different part of the brain engaged. So try to keep towards an object, a place, a person, an animal. But I want, pause the video and give yourself some time. You might have to sit with this for days. Like, where do I actually feel safe and at rest or at peace? And make friends with that image, that presence. You know, if it's Christ, then call in the presence of Christ. If it's a goddess, call in the presence of that goddess. Whatever that is for you. Develop the ability to be in that space, or to call it to mind when you need help. Okay, so like I said, you can pause this recording and discover what that is for you. And then when you have it, come back for the practice. And the practice is going to be very simple. I'm not going to take you through the entire practice. I'm actually going to give you the tools of the practice, some of the steps, and I'm going to let you do this for yourself. Okay, so if you are someone who needs to go through a progressive relaxation, so I brought it up in the last video, and I don't remember if I spoke to it in this video. They're kind of running together right now. But if you look up progressive relaxation, you will find recordings. It's probably called something else. The names for these things, they change. But this is like if you take yoga class, at the end of yoga, we have yoga nidra, and they will walk us through relaxing parts of our body. And sometimes we'll start at the head, and sometimes we'll start at the feet. You might start right side, left side, front to back. One of the things that practice is doing is it's just teaching us how to settle into the body and how to allow our body to settle. And so if you need to walk yourself through that practice, go ahead and do that. And what you might do is for the first 7 to 14 days, if you're not used to settling yourself, you might just focus on that, on progressive relaxation. And maybe I'll do a recording walking you through that. I'm not going to do that right now. So you want to be able to come into a rested, settled, quiet state. And the polarity practice for our purposes begins with something like this. Imagine the temperature of your body feeling cold. And you can go ahead and practice this with me now, whether you're standing, walking, sitting, whatever you're doing, whatever your posture is right now. So imagine the temperature of your body feeling cold. And notice this cold throughout your body. And just notice. And now imagine your body feeling neutral, just a neutral, comfortable temperature. So no longer cold. We're now noticing just a comfortable, maybe regular, neutral body temperature. And now notice heat coming into your body. Notice your body feeling perhaps hot throughout your body. And if you are one who tends to be overheated, just notice your discomfort. Try not to think it away, force it away. Just notice. And if you need to bring in your peaceful presence, go ahead and do that. And stay with the heat in the body. And you're just imagining this with your mind. For those of us who might have difficulty imagining things, it's okay. Just give yourself the word hot. Or when we're working with cold, give yourself the word cold. Right now we're focused on hot, but what I want you to understand is it doesn't have to be perfect. We are working with concepts. So if you're not actually feeling heat, it's okay. You are tuning into heat. Okay, and now notice your body returning to a neutral temperature. And as you are exploring these temperatures, there is nothing that we need to change. There's nothing that needs to be adjusted or adapted. There's no right or wrong way to be in this practice. You're practicing. We're actually practicing like a child, practicing. So allow yourself to be in the practice. Now what I'd like you to do is bring your attention to the right side of your body, just the right side of your body, and tune into the concept of cold in the right side of your body. And if you're only able to do this in one part of the right side of your body, that's okay. You're doing it perfectly. We're tuning into the sensation of cold in the right side of the body. And just notice what you notice. Discomfort, a desire for things to be different. Maybe you're comfortable. Just notice what you are noticing. Notice what's there. And if noticing the cold becomes too uncomfortable for you, then tune into the person, place, object, presence that lets you know that you are safe and brings peace to your body while continuing to notice the cold sensation in the right side of your body. And we are going to allow that cold sensation to stay present in the right side of the body. We're going to take our attention to the left side, and we're going to tune into the sensation of heat or hot on the left side of the body. And just noticing the concept of heat, the concept of hot, or the sensation of heat or hot on the left side of the body. And our attention is on the left side of the body and the heat. And just noticing, you may feel this heat throughout the left side. It may be noticeable mostly in one area of the left side, but just tuning into heat, hot. And again, if you need the comfort, the safety of that presence or that person, place, or object, then just know that it is there in your awareness. It is available to you as a resource. And now take your mind back to the right side of the body. Just noticing the cold, the sensation of cold on the right side of the body. Just noticing. Attention on the right side of the body. Your right foot, your right thigh, your right hip, the right side of your torso, right upper shoulder, right arm, right wrist, right hand, right side of your head, right ear, right belly, all just noticing the sensation of cold. And then moving to the left side of the body, bringing attention to the left foot and the heat in the left side of the body, the left thigh, heat in the left side of the body, left hip, left side of the torso, left shoulder, left arm, left hand. Just noticing the heat in the left side of the body. And we're about to add an element to the practice. So if you need to bring your awareness to your resource, that person, place, object, presence of peace and stability, then know that you can do that at any time. You do not need my permission to bring that resource into your awareness. And so now I invite you to take your awareness to the cold on the left and to the hot on the left. My apologies. To the cold on the right, to the left with the heat. And at your own pace, you are moving your awareness from right to left, from left to right, from cold to hot, from hot to cold, and back and forth and back. Just moving your awareness from side to side, from hot to cold, from sensation to sensation. Just noticing whatever is coming up or surfacing or making itself known to you at this time. And that could be thoughts, feelings, feelings of boredom, of interest. But none of this needs to be addressed or changed at this time. Just moving side to side, sensation to sensation. You might feel another layer of movement in your system, just noticing. No need to attach or analyze. Just noticing sensation. And for a moment, if you can bring your awareness to your center. And just notice the sensation of awareness at the center. And then noticing a neutral temperature throughout the body. Noticing your day-to-day regular temperature coming back into awareness on both sides of the body, right and left and center. From the feet to the thighs, to the hips, the torso, the upper shoulders, the arms, the wrists, the hands, the neck, the head, the belly, all returning to their regularly scheduled temperatures and sensations. And if you had eyes closed, take your time. Come back into your visible space at your own pace. And if you kept your eyes open the entire time, welcome back. So I encourage you to do that kind of practice. Give it 30 days, 45 days. See what happens. You can record that for yourself, or you can play this recording. That's actually a very short practice. But you can record that for yourself and walk yourself through it if you wish. I was just thinking there might be some resources online, but I don't know that they would have that particular piece of it. But anyway, it's definitely worth looking into other resources online that walk you through the iRest practice or the yoga nidra practice that has us working with opposites. Because working with opposites leads to other practices that help us develop other skills that are very, very necessary for these times. So I'm going to close the recording here. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you have requests, if there is something that has been on your mind, in terms of meditation practices, in terms of awareness practices, we'll give it a container. Then please leave those in the comments as well. I have been trained in a very particular set of practices, but I like to have some sense of what else is out there. So sometimes I'm able to connect people with other resources as well. So thank you so much for showing up today, and thank you for joining me in the practice. And let me know how that was for you in the comments below, and we'll see each other again.